Okay guys, welcome to another video on creating simple website template with Bootstrap 4. We are almost at the end of our template creation, so in this last section of our website, let's create a contact section where we have some form and little contact information where a visitor can contact us. So for that, let's give it a comment, contact section, and let's duplicate that. Let's open up a container. Oh no, let's open up a section first. Let's open up a section with class of contact and ID of contact. Okay, so let's open up container. Again, this thing is a repeat of things we have already done above in many other sections, so I'm gonna just go through with it. Next, let's open up a row. Now let's open up address tag. Now let's work on a contact section. Let's open our paragraph tag with small text and give our user a hint. Let's open our form tag. Leave action as is. Let's leave method as blank as well. Now what I want to do is put two input fields in one row and message field in another row. So to do that, let's open up a row. Since I will be using two columns, let's open up col md, and I want two columns of this. In this first column I want one field, and in this column I want another field. Let's see. Okay, so you can see the result here. This is whole one row, and one and another, these two fields carry half of that row. Okay, so you can nest row inside row, so it is possible. Let's say now let's build up our fields. To create Bootstrap form field, the first thing you need to do is wrap your whole input field in a class of form group. Okay, this will give a nice padding and margin and things like that. Now the next thing you want to do is create a input field with class of form control. Okay, this is important. Without this form control class, you won't be able to get a good style. So this is a Bootstrap class and you have to use it. Name is, let's say name, and let's give it a placeholder of full name. Okay, let's check the result. Okay, and I think that's it. It looks okay, but of course you can add few more classes here. Let me show you something more. And in case of form control, you can add another class called form controllers, and this will make your input field bigger. See, if you compare the previous one and next one, it is visibly bigger, but I think I don't need large input here, so for now I'm just gonna remove it. And that is pretty much it for this one. Full name or your name? Let's go with your name. And let's just copy this and let's create another form field with input type of email, because we will take user email here. Let's give it a name of email and placeholder of your email. Okay, so let's go here, and that's it. It looks good. Okay, so this row ends here. Let's create another row for our message field. Let's create a row. Let's create column. Since we will use the whole width, I'm not gonna create more than 2 columns. And after that, let's create as usual form group. Okay, and inside that let's create text area with class of form control as usual. Okay, let's see the result here, and you can see that it's already getting a nice text area here. Okay, so let's give it a name of message. I don't need ID. For columns, I don't need any columns. Let's just remove it. But for rows, I think the default rows is a bit longer than I want, so let's just reduce this row to 3 and see what happens. Okay, that's it. I think this is good. It's not bad, but there is one thing missing. Let's add a placeholder so that we can tell our user to input our message there. Okay, that's nice. Okay, last thing is let's add button. After form control, after this one, let's add a button with class of button and button success and button block, which means it will take whole width, and let give that button a text of sent message. Okay, not bad, but this button is way too close to this area, so let's give it some margin top of 2. I think it's still not that spacious. Let's increase to 3. Okay, looks good. Okay, now it's time to style this contact section a bit. Again, there is nothing much to style it. It's already looking good, but let's give it our little padding which we have already given for other sections. Let's give it a padding of 70 pixel on top and bottom and 0 pixel on left and right, and let's give this section a background color of white. It's already white, but anyways. Okay, I think this looks good. It's not that bad. Okay, now the last thing I want to do is create a footer section here. Okay, let's do that. Let's come to our HTML page. Let's open up a footer tag. Let's open up a paragraph. Let's give it a class of text center. For copyright symbol, you have to use this little character here. Let's give it some style. To give it a style, let's target footer HTML element. The first thing I want to do here is let's give some background color. I think I will go with green. 318031. Okay, looks good. And let's give it a text color of white. Green and white is pretty good combination. Let's give it a padding, not that much, but around 7 pixel, because that thing is way too tight. Okay, padding 7 pixel. Okay, that's good. And let's give the font size of around 13 pixel. Okay, that looks good. But I think there is a bit more space here. Let's remove that. But to do that, let me show you something. Let's try doing something on our little console here. Open up your console, select this tool, and when you hover to that copyright information, you can see that it has some padding here. Okay, that yellow thing is sorry, this is margin, not padding. So we have selected this element. You can come here and try it out and see if it's working. Let's give this thing margin bottom of 0, and this is exactly what I want. Again, you can always come here, try your style, but every edit you make here is temporary. Make sure that you save all this style into your style sheet, otherwise when you refresh this page, all changes you have made here will be gone. So be careful about that. But this is a great place to try out your styles and see live results and copy the styles later on. Okay, so this is what I want, and that's it. Looks good to me. So let's make this permanent. To do that, we are targeting paragraph tag inside footer. So footer space paragraph will target that one. What we need is margin bottom of 0, and that's it. We are done. We are done with our HTML markup. As you can see, we are jumping around in various sections, and it's working perfectly for now. But we are not actually done with this layout. I wanna do something more here. For example, when I jump into a different section, I don't want this sudden jump here. I want a little subtle animation so that it will smoothly scroll to this place, and I want this little menu to stick up at the top. See, it is going away for now, but what I want to do is keep that menu visible every time, even when user scrolls on that particular section.